Hello everyone, my name is Zach and I am back at it again with another unboxing video for the A to Z YouTube channel. So today I have my first Mini Z. Now I've wanted a Mini Z for a long time. As you guys know, I already have a Mini Z. I have a Suzuki Jimny 4x4 Mini Z, and that is like the full size, I say full size. It's the same size, but that is like the full scale of it. Those have like interchangeable parts and are very more hobbyist oriented, I guess. This is more kid oriented. This is more my first, whatever oriented. And so I picked this up for a very affordable price, and I'm very excited to try it out, and maybe I will buy more of the full scale Mini Zs. So this is the red AE86. I got this in Japan. That is how I was able to get it so cheap. There is a store in Japan called Dankyota. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It is absolute retail hell. I mean, there's this song that just blares the entire time that is stuck in my head for the rest of time. And I'll play some now. It is absolutely mind-numbing. So it's like kind of a big discount store, and they're all over Japan. I went to a couple in Osaka, I went to a couple in Tokyo, in Chiba, and different places like that. And so they have a lot of discount items. This was the cheapest My First Mini Z that they had. They had a couple more from Initial D, but literally just like the different painted Corolla to look like the Initial D Corolla was 1,000 more yen, which is $6. So I really got this for 2,200 yen, which was like close to 20 bucks, around $20, which here in the States, our local hobby stores actually do carry these. I've seen FC RX-7s and FD RX-7s and Vans and stuff like that, and Shelby Cobras. They're about $60 here in the States, so I got this for a third of that. Now, I also paid for a $1,200 plane ticket to go over to Japan, so I think I'm still in the red. But I got this for cheap, and I was in Japan anyway. So we're going to crack this bad boy open. As I do so, I will show some shots of the packaging. Obviously, the entire packaging is in Japanese, which is just kind of a cool thing to have as an American, bringing it home. Like, this feels like a Japanese toy, even though we get a version of this here in the States. It just felt very cool. And opening up the box right away, there's not a lot in there. So let's see here. So we have the car and some cones and whatnot. We have a little user manual. But that's pretty much it. I probably could have unboxed this in Japan and saved a lot of space in my luggage coming home. But that's okay. So we have the car right on top. I chose the red A86. Again, it was the cheapest, and also like it's very Japanese. You know, when you think of driving in Japan, most people think of A86s. And I didn't want the Initial D car, if I'm honest. As much of a big fan of Initial D as I am, I feel like it's a little played out. Oh, okay. So let's start off with the car. We do need a screwdriver, BRB. Interesting. There's this kind of like collar around it. Well, because now it doesn't sit flush. Am I supposed to take this off? I assume. Yep, it pops out. Okay, that makes more sense. All right, now the car sits flush on the ground. I was a little worried about that. We do need double A's, which I will get here in a second once we unbox the rest of this stuff. I think you just gotta kind of rip it. Some clips here. So we do get some giant cones. I guess that's kind of cool. Which those are more like 10th scale cones. Which I'll probably bring those to the basement track, and we'll have some cones there. And then we get a little tiny battery holder as well, and some type of screw or knob. And then we have the remote. The remote is very obviously kid-oriented, very much cheaper than the standard Mini Z remote, which is a little disheartening to see. But again, this is way, way, way cheaper of a product. It only takes 2 AA's? Interesting. And then the remote itself takes 2 more AA's as well. So this is the unboxing of it. This is what you get in the package. Again, this is a My First Mini Z. That's literally what it's called. And so it is a very, very entry level for 2,200 yen, which again is like 20 bucks maybe. This is actually a pretty good deal. Here in the States, if I bought this for the $60 that my hobby store wants for one of these, I would be very, very disappointed. But I didn't. I bought it for way cheaper. And I got it in Japan, which is kind of a fun memento on its own. So let's get some batteries and try this thing out. All right, a little bit different of an angle here. We got our AA's. I believe these are AA's, which is interesting because the normal Mini Zs actually use AAA's. So kind of switching it up there, which is fine, but just something to note. So we do have a low and a high mode on the remote. And we gotta turn the vehicle on somehow. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. So we have life. First thing I noticed right off the bat is that it does not have proportional steering. It's full lock or not. That's kind of it. You also only get headlights when you're actually on throttle. When you're off throttle, you lose headlights. And you do get taillights, to be fair. But I wish that they were on the whole time. And this is on high mode. What is low mode? All right, let's get on the floor and see if we can actually do some rips. All right, now it doesn't want to turn, so that's super cool. It's not super easy to control. Any slight input in turning just makes it kind of do a U-turn, which is not favorable. I don't know how I would really do like a road course in this. On low mode, it's actually a little bit more controllable. But the non-proportional steering is quite the headache. I was really hoping it would have at least proportional steering. At the end of the day, look, as a $20 toy, as a 2,200 yen toy, this is cool. Like, this is something that I can show to people and be like, "This, I got this in Japan. This is truly Japanese." You know, it was something fun to pick up. I'm very glad that I did not buy one in the United States because I would be very disappointed in this for $60. I mean, the actual, like, casting and painting of the body is pretty good for, you know, a $20 toy. But again, up at the $60 mark, this is just not worth it at all. And you're basically halfway to a real Mini Z. So, yeah, I'm very happy with this in its price point. Again, if I spent more money on this, I'd be pretty upset. But it's a fun little toy. I'm going to bomb around the kitchen in this for, you know, a little while, have some fun with it, and then probably make it a shelf queen for the rest of its life. So not awful. Something cool to bring back from Japan. But again, I'm glad I did not spend a whole bunch of money on this. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the couple of videos that I put out from my Japan trip. I went drifting with our good friend Nico. As well as I did a Mini Z crawling around the outskirts of Osaka, Japan. I did a Mini Z episode for that. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and catch you on the next one. Take care, guys.